What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now?
Email address SE that don't even remotely contain the owner's name.
Hawaii beach at was mine. I've never gone to Hawaii. Cooked 360 at, I was not cool.
Super soakers used to be the coolest thing ever, and they just kept getting bigger and more creative every year. For a while during my childhood/teen years, every year's lineup felt like an improvement from the last. I remember eagerly browsing through the latest Super Soaker catalog to see what kind of hulking monstrosity we might be able to get our hands on in time for the summer break that year. It seemed like things were just going to get better and better. Unfortunately, it was not to last. Ever since the brand was bought out by Hasbro, whether it's through a combination of complicated patents/lawsuits, or complaints from parents that their kids were injuring each other with them, the water guns produced and sold after 2002 are a shadow of what they used to be. Bill Cosby. Yes, it's hard to believe how popular and well-liked he used to be. People thought that he was similar in personality to his character on The Cosby Show. Americans saw him as a really funny, but wise, kindly father figure. Now, not so much.
During that time, he was always all about family values and speaking about all that stuff. He criticized Dave Chappelle for The Chappelle Show. Meanwhile doing all that shit. Those fucking mustaches on everything.
Mustaches, owls, feather crowns and galaxy print are the four horsemen of the early 2010s fashion apocalypse.
Owls are always cool.
I think younger people gravitate towards more edgy/offensive comments because they like the attention they get from the shock value. When you get older, you realize how cringy you were saying edgy stuff for attention.
And then you forgive yourself, just a kid after all. Not familiar with step 2.
Puka shell necklaces. Shivers.
I live in Nebraska. We are triple landlocked. I do not know why puka shell necklaces were popular here. Bell-bottom jeans. There, I dated myself. Added, I grew up in the 70s, now you know. I haven't paid any attention to fashion since the 80s, including retro stuff. Bell-bottoms are on the verge of coming back. So you're old enough that they became uncool and then cool again. They have come back several times. Being an adult.
Adulthood is like the vet, and we're all the dogs that were excited for the car ride until we realized where we're going. I remember seeing this somewhere and thought, yup, that's pretty much sums it up.
Wearing your backpack on one shoulder. And super low. You gotta stretch out the strap to its limits so it constantly hits your ass as you walk. Lol, why the fuck did we do that? MTV.
It is crazy how MTV was the coolest thing and went to what it is now. Is it still on? MTV just celebrated their 40th anniversary of providing 17 years of music.
12x4 wallets connected to homemade wallet chains made from hardware store £1,000 test chain.
Putting playing cards in the spokes of your bike to make it sound like a motorcycle.
Or running over a soda can.
Yeah, we always just shoved a soda can between the rear tire and the frame of the bike and it sounded like a two-stroke dirt bike or some shit. Plastic, jelly, shoes. Even cooler, the plastic ballet flats with a lace pattern. For that matter, lace gloves. Lace print on sunglasses. Lace print on jeans.
Those shoes were painful. When I was in 7th grade, the coolest girl wore lace fingerless gloves and I admired her style so much. Smiley face.